Hi everyone, I'm going to attempt, although this is going to be a little awkward, to demonstrate how you would use the Respondus LockDown Browser to take a test. So you'll notice I do already have the Respondus LockDown Browser installed on this computer, and if you haven't done that, you can find that link in Blackboard. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on that to start the test. Now, once it does that, it is going to need you to be logged in as an administrator, so make sure that you enter any passwords if required. And the first thing it's going to do is it's going to attempt to shut down just about everything. So you can see, for example, the Logitech software, which would be used for my my headset, Skype, maybe Zoom, any web browsers, and it would basically stop me there. Now, instead of using a web browser to take the test, you would use this software, and you can see it brings me to the PCCC website where I would click on student if I were a student and log in. I'm just going to do my login very quickly and then resume here. So give me a second to pause. And we should be back. And then what I would do is I would go into whichever class I am looking for, and I would go to the assessments test area, which we should see on that left-hand menu there. Again, I'm sorry for the awkwardness of this. And you'll see that I have this sample test that requires the Respondus LockDown Browser and webcam. So if I click on that, you'll see that I am able to then begin that test. And because we are using the Respondus Monitor software, it is going to have us do a few steps beforehand. So you'll see I'll have to agree that I don't cheat. It's going to check my webcam, and you can see this is me recording on my Surface as I am using my desktop to take the test. And I do see my image. And we have to do a little recording, so I'm just going to keep talking and just make sure it can hear my voice and normalize the sound. And hopefully it is recording, so I'm just going to keep talking, and it just looks like it worked. You can see it is going to say, please don't use phones or anything like that. I'm going to go through some guidelines and tips here. It's going to ask me to take a picture of who I am, so, make a nice picture and continue. So that's me. And then it would ask you to show identification. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend that this is some sort of identifier. So let me see if I can do this cleanly. You would hold up your student ID, ideally in front of that. Now the weird part is it is going to ask me to do a quick little sweep of the room. So this is the environment check stage, which let me zoom in a little bit there. So it is going to ask me to just kind of scroll around and take a look at my environment. So I'm going to actually, in my case, I'm going to physically take the webcam and just kind of show what's going on. In the case of a laptop or something like a Surface, you could actually just kind of spin that around. So I'm going to do that here real quick. So as you can see, I've grabbed the camera, and I'm just going to kind of do a little sweep around the room. And you can see that was about an 8-second video I put together there to capture the area. And you'll see that once I do that, I will get a little success icon there that I can continue to proceed. And at that point, I would then be able to begin the exam. And you'll see that at this point, the exam would pop up and demonstrate for me, okay, this is a question, this is a question, this is a question. So I'd be able to then take my test from this point. So keep in mind that this is being recorded, so let me just flip this around so we can look at me. So it is being recorded, so don't do anything silly. Hopefully this kind of gives you an idea of what the process is. The hardest part, I think, is remembering to open up the Respondus Monitor the first time before you start taking a test. So hopefully this video helps give you an idea of what it should look like, and I'll see you in class.